I tried waking up at 5 a.m. for 30 days. Here's the brutal truth. They promised clarity. They promised productivity. They even promised success. Waking up at 5 a.m. is everywhere. Books, YouTube, productivity gurus. They all swear by it. So I decided to try it myself. 30 days of waking up at 5 a.m. No shortcuts. No snoozing. Just raw honesty. And here's the brutal truth. Week 1, the shock to the system. The first morning felt like an ambush. My alarm went off at 5 a.m. sharp. My eyes screamed. My body refused. Every cell in me wanted to stay in bed, but I forced myself up, stumbled to the kitchen, and made coffee like it was survival fuel. Those first few days were rough. The grogginess hit hard. By 2 p.m., I felt like I had run a marathon in my head. I had to rewire my nighttime routine quickly. No screens after 9 p.m. Lights out by 10. Anything past that, and I was useless the next morning. What kept me going? The hype. I wanted the breakthrough, the clarity, the life change. Spoiler, that didn't come in week 1. Week 2, the productivity high. By day 9, things started to click. My body adjusted. I started to wake up without needing 5 alarms. The silence of the early morning became peaceful instead of punishing. And then productivity exploded. Emails answered by 6:30 a.m. Workout done by 7:30. I had done more before 9 a.m. than most days total. There was a window from 5:30 to 9 a.m. where I was in flow. Deep focus. Zero distractions. I started craving that time. This was the part people talked about. The focus, the power. I felt it. And yes, it was addicting. But I also started noticing something else. Week 3, the crash. By day 17, the high began to wear off. Not because the mornings were worse, they weren't, but the rest of the day. It started collapsing. I hit a wall by mid-afternoon. Every day. Brain fog. Mood dips. Social energy. Gone. I canceled evening plans. Skipped dinner invites. I felt like a machine that only worked in the early morning, then slowly powered down. The crash was real, and so was the guilt, because even though I was winning the morning, I felt like I was losing the rest of the day. Week 4, clarity hits, just not how I expected. Around day 24, I stopped chasing perfection. I started asking better questions. Who is this really for? Me? Or some version of me I thought I should be? I learned something uncomfortable. Waking up at 5 a.m. doesn't magically fix your life. It exposes it. If your goals aren't clear, waking up early just gives you more time to wander. If your habits suck, 5 a.m. won't save you. It just magnifies the mess. But if you do have direction, even just a little, 5 a.m. becomes a weapon, a sacred space, a launch pad. I had mornings where I journaled, read, meditated, and crushed tasks. I also had mornings where I stared at the wall, questioning everything. The clarity wasn't in becoming someone new. It was in seeing who I already was, without distraction. The struggles, sleep debt, missing bedtime by even 30 minutes wrecked the next morning. Social life, nights out vanished. Energy dip. Post-lunch fatigue became unmanageable without naps or caffeine. The wins. Mental quiet. No emails, no social, just silence. Creative flow. Writing, planning, thinking. It all felt sharper. Self-respect. There's power in keeping a promise to yourself daily. What worked? Preparation the night before. Clothes, tasks, intentions. No friction. Zero phone before 7 a.m. Protected mental space. Wind down rituals. Warm shower. Book. Dim lights. Purpose-driven mornings. Knowing why I was up early made it sustainable. What didn't work? Copying other people's routines. Forcing productivity when I needed rest. Skipping rest days. I should have included 1 to 2 recovery mornings a week. Personality takeaways. Night owls. Forcing 5 a.m. is brutal. You can win mornings by simply protecting your first 2 hours after waking, even if that's 8 a.m. Early birds. You'll thrive if you align your tasks to your morning energy. Don't waste it on emails. Introverts. Morning solitude is powerful. Use it for deep work or reflection. Extroverts. Without morning interaction, you might feel low. Add music, a walk, or call someone early. My final thoughts. They said 5 a.m. would change my life. And it did. Just not in the way I thought. Not by turning me into a hyper-efficient robot. Not by unlocking billionaire secrets. But by forcing me to meet myself every single morning. Without noise. Without distraction. Just me, the silence, and the truth. Waking up at 5 a.m. won't solve your problems. It just removes the excuses. The rest? That's on you. Would I recommend it? Yes, with a huge asterisk. Don't do it because it's trending. Do it if you need time to think, to heal, to build, and most importantly, give yourself grace. Because some mornings, just showing up is enough.